Unit 1 Chemistry, Chapter 5, Part 3, How we use the mole. So there's a number of different things we can use it for, and we'll look at a couple of them as we go through this. Okay, you'll find as you're going through Unit 2 Chemistry and 3 and 4 that you'll find more and more ways of using it. So this is something that's going to keep on coming back. So the first thing we can do, one of the simplest, is we can use it to convert between the number of particles and the number of moles. Okay, so if I wanted to know the number of O2 molecules in 2.5 moles of oxygen gas, I'm going to use this number called Avogadro's constant. So that tells me how many there are in 1 mole. So I want to know how many there are in 2.5 moles. Quite simply, I multiply by 2.5. Yes. What I'm doing is I'm taking the amount of the substance in mole and multiplying by Avogadro's constant. If I've got the number of particles and I want to know the amount in mole, which gets the symbol little n, then I would divide by Avogadro's constant. The other thing I can do is convert between the mass and the amount in mole. Okay? To do that, I need its molar mass. Okay? Now the molar mass is the mass of 1 mole, which if you remember we said we could work out by adding up just as we do to find the relative molecular mass or the relative atomic mass from our periodic table, and then giving it the unit of grams per mole. Okay, so if I have the mass in grams, I know that that is going to be equal to the amount in moles times the molar mass. So if I had something like carbon, for instance, we know it has a molar mass of 12 grams per mole. If I've got 3 moles of it, okay, then I would do 3 times 12, which is going to give me a mass in grams of 36 grams. Okay. If, for instance, we were using carbon dioxide molecules, we would find, when we want to know the amount in mole, N is mass over molar mass. So little m is mass in grams, big M is molar mass. So we can find the molar mass of carbon dioxide by adding up the mass of carbon and 2 lots of the mass of oxygen, which gives us a molar mass of 44 grams per mole. To find the amount in mole, little n, we take the mass, which is given in the question, 22 grams, divide it by that molar mass of 44 grams per mole, and that gives us a total amount in mole of 0.5.